Hello, here is your upper body, core and glute workout using Miniband. So I'm using a lightweight, a medium to lightweight Miniband, so probably the second weight in the pack that you get. If you have the whole pack, have them handy and then you can chop and change as and when. I find this is quite good so you can get the good range of motion in the exercise. So how is it looking? So we're doing 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 10 seconds is that transition time between exercises. So look at it more as let's get ready and then go rather than a full rest as we normally would. So a little bit more intense. And there are 3 circuits. Each circuit has 4 moves, 2 focusing specifically on body part, muscle groups. So I think chest, then back, then 2 more core and glutes focused. And then we're going to end in just a little bit of a glutey bandy, let's call it a burnout, why not? Okay, so grab your mini band, grab some water, grab some space, and let's go. We'll start with a warm up. So we're going to start on the floor. Seeing as I'm down here already, let's come onto all fours and just start with a few cat-cows just to wake up the spine. So think shoulders, hands, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Just going to roll through the spine back and forth. It's a nice one just to wake everything up, loosen it up, wake up the core a little bit before we get going. Also works on that lovely shoulder stability from here, because we're going to be doing some stuff in planks, so it's good to get everything warm. Let's do 3 more. This is feeling quite nice, rolling through the spine. Just inhaling and exhale, nice and relaxed. And let's go for 1 more. And while we're here, we're just going to take the back of the hand to the forehead and then elbow towards the opposite wrist and then open up. So we're waking up the back in this nice rotation position. So think of just rotating the spine and opening up. Let's go for 2 more. Rotate and open. I keep the hand is handy on the back of the head let's switch sides, just to avoid sort of just bringing the arm out. So it really helps focus and contain that twist. Twisting, soft bend in the supporting arm. Let's go for 2 more. Twisting down, coming up. Last one. And up. Good. We're just going to come up into a little hinge position. So on our knees, we're going to hinge over. Just want you to circle the arms up, around and back. So think core's nice and tight. Waking up the arms again and the shoulders. 1 more in the direction you're going. And then we're going to switch. So think of coming, I'm going up, forward and back. Try to keep the ribs in. Try not to flare too much. Let's go for 1 more there. And then just bring the hands down. I'm going to tuck the toes. I'm just going to wake up the whole body a little bit by hovering the knees, and then just push back into your down dog and back to the knees. So pushing back, heels come down, tap the knees down, tap the knees down. Really nice one, waking up the shoulders and that back. Tap, let's do 1 more. Hold this one, just pedal the legs out. It's a nice one just to stretch that whole body, even though we're not doing a lower body workout. It's good to make sure everything's warmed up because we will be holding planks. And bring the knees back down. I'm just going to swivel onto our backs. I'm going to fix my lovely creative anchor of my weight. And it's come down. Just going to roll up and down through the spine a little bit with some spine curls. So just think of rocking the pelvis towards you, coming up 1 bone at a time, and then coming back down. So just waking up the glutes. We're going to be doing some stuff in a hinged position. We're going to be using the glutes and working them today as well. So let's wake them up a little bit. Coming up and rolling down. I'm rocking my hips back and forth at the bottom just to feel that nice release. Might feel nice if you've been sat quite a lot today. Down, Let's go for one more, holding this one. Just a little pulse at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then roll back down through the spine. Just hug the knees into the chest a little bit. You can rock back and forwards and just rock yourself up to stand, sitting, not standing, sitting. And we're just going to come onto our fronts again. And we're just going to do 5 push-ups on or off your knees. Wake up the chest a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hips back, push into a child's pose, just stretch back for a second. And then walk the hands up to the knees and the feet and roll up through the spine. Okay, so let's get going. So the first move today is a wide to narrow push-up. So your mini band's going to be on your wrists. So when we're working today, I'm just put the timer sounds on so we hear it. So I'm working today, I'm going to give as much notice of the placement of the band. If it pings off, just grab it. You can always pause and then restart again, no problem. So we're doing wide to narrow push-up. I'm going to do them from my knees just because I want to get the nice range. So we're going to go narrow, we're going to step the right hand out to the right, wide push-up, narrow, left hand out. So starting, here we go. So we get inhale down, exhale up, step the right hand out, stretch the band, push up from there. Hand comes back, back to center, back to the side, push up from there. Center, keep going. Keep the lift in the core as you do your push-ups. Center. So we're getting the triceps a little bit more as we go center, but really think of your elbows going backwards a little bit, not straight out in line with the shoulders. 5 more seconds. Push. Let's finish off one more. And lovely. Come down onto your bellies. Keep the band where it is. We're going to come up with our upper body and then, so let's come up with the upper body. Draw the hands up and overhead. The elbows towards the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Reach and then lower back down. So think up. Hold the arms. Reach them behind the head. Squeeze. Bring them back and come back down. So pushing your pelvis into the floor a little bit. And roll down. Coming up. Squeeze the hands behind the head. 10 more seconds. And down. Push the pelvis into the floor. 3 more seconds. Down. And to our next move. So we're just going to flip straight over to seated. So here's our core back move. Hold the band overhead. We're going to pull, roll down, come back up. So one elbow goes to the body, the other elbow goes into the body. Roll down through the spine. Get that core, only roll down. You don't have to go very far. Just think, how much can I control this rolling down? Roll and up and over. So I'm gripping, holding on to this band. Roll down through the spine, coming up. And last move, the glute one. So it's come into all fours, holding one. Right hand's going to be on the band. Right leg's out. Let's swivel round. So a little row, lift the leg, come back down. So we row, lift, down. So in this little 3-point plank situation. Row, that 10 seconds goes really quickly. But we've done the exercises once and then we're going to do it all over again. We'll do this on the other side. Rowing, hold, lift. That lift and lower, nice control. Keep the hips going forward. Get the glutes. Here's your glutey upper body situation. 2, let's go for one more. Lift, lower, down. Right, band back around the wrists. We've got the push-ups. Final time for these push-ups. Going in 3, 2, Let's do it. Pushing up. I want you to get your chest as far down as you can, keeping that body nice and straight. So if you're off the knees at the moment and you feel you're sort of going tiny little bend in the elbows, that's not getting the chest very much, don't worry. There's no shame in being on your knees. Look, I'm on my knees because I want to favour getting low today, 10 more seconds, than being in that plank position. 4 more seconds. Push. 2. Let's go for 1 more. Woo! Onto our bellies. So we come up with if the hover's too much with the upper body, just give me the pull of the arms, okay? So I'm going to come up. Arms squeeze behind you. Bring them back. Roll back down. And again, coming up. Cores tight. Squeeze. And back down. Keep tension on the band the whole time. That just reminds me, every time I hear something that sounds like that masked singer, like, who's that behind the mask? Keep tension on the band. 10 more seconds. I say it way too much. It's incepted my brain. Up. It's the last one here. Pull and squeeze, hold it. And down. Okay, coming on to our fronts. Grip the bands with your hands. Grip them in your fists, come up into your seated position. I'll show you from the side. We're going to pull. Then we're going to pull. Then we're going to roll down. And back up. Pull. Nice and tall. Pull. Arms as straight as you roll down. Coming back up. Pull. Pull. Roll. So next up we've got that modified side plank with the leg lift. Pull. 10 more seconds. And up. Pull. Pull. Roll. And up. Lovely. I'm going to go to this side. So I'm just having my bottom leg down, gripping in my fist, in my little side plank. Rotate open, lift the leg, lower it, rotate back down. So it's a row and hold. And lower. Row. Lift. Twist. Slow and steady. How stable can you stay? Woo! Good. Last move for this in this round. Lift. Keep the hips pushing forwards. Don't let that bottom glute let you go. Lift. Lower. 3 more seconds. Let's fit 1 more in. Row. Lift. Lower. Rest. Okay. Resting there. Sip water. So next up, I'm going to work these shoulders and these biceps in our moves. The first move, whilst I'm here, I might as well tell you. So think of the arms staying at 90 the whole time. You're going to hinge open, so they're parallel to the ground. You're going to rotate the arms up. You're going to bring them back down. Then you're going to hinge them closed. That's the move. That's the first move. Then we're going into little thrust, curl press with a little glute thrust. Get a bonus glute in this round. Then we've got some leg lowers and things going on. We've got some core. So we'll start with barbell, band around the wrists. Fix the arms at 90. I like to do fists because it reminds me to keep my wrists nice and strong. High kneeling position. Let's hinge the arms open. Rotate. Down and down. So rotate open. So you're almost like little goalposts. Woo, I feel this already. How is that possible? Wrist check, give the wrist a little check. So it's like hinging open 2 doors. Keep them parallel. Keep them parallel. 10 more seconds. Hinge, open, closed, cores tight. 3 more seconds. Hinge, open, close, finish it off, down. Okay, we're going into that hinge curl press. So we've got about 5 seconds. No need to transition from this one, so a little rest. So I'm in a little hinge. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, curl, press back down. So curl, press, curl, press, curl, press overhead. Keep pushing on the band. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Curl, press. 15 seconds. Curl, press. My left arm seems to be far more tired than my right arm. No surprises there. 5 more seconds. Curl, press. And let's finish one more off. Yeah. Okay, keep the band where it is. We're just coming onto our bums. We're going to do a pull out of the band as we kick the leg out. So bring the arms above the shoulders and we're going to pull out and kick. Pull out and kick. If you want more, you can roll up the upper body so it's off the mat as you pull out and kick. Out and kick. If you have curled up, make sure that chin is tucked. Kick. Pull out as you kick. Inhaling to go out, exhaling to come back. Good, keep it up. Got about 7 more seconds. Maintain. If the neck starts to hurt, just drop the neck, give me the kick out. And the band. Woo! And let's glute. Let's glute. Okay, so we're going to stay down. Right leg's going to float. Arms are where they were before. So you're going to bring the elbows towards the floor and up. So you're coming up into a single leg bridge. As you pull that band apart, just bring the elbows towards the ground and up. So it's sort of like that pull out going down towards the floor, hips raise. If the single leg bridge is too much, you're gonna do double bridge. Yep. Up. Good. Pull and reach. Pull. My bent leg is just relaxed. It's just chilling and down. Okay, let's start from the top. Shoulders always get me. This is when the bands come into their own. So we've got that little 90 open. Let's go. Hinge, rotate, closed, closed. Relax the shoulders. Make sure you're not sinking backwards like this. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Hinge, open, open. It's really raining today. Don't know if you can hear it or not. Windows open, open. Stay at 90, keep pushing. I know it's hard to keep that 90 degrees as you stretch the band. Let's do one more. Hinge, open, open, closed. Okay, relax the arms a second. We've got that curl press. So let's sit on our bums. You can sit on your heels if you like. And let's go. Squeeze the glutes, curl, pressing up. That's it. Hinge. Press. Keep the wrist nice and strong. Focus. 15 more seconds. The outside of my shoulders are like screaming. Woo! 5 more seconds. Pull. We can do it. Just to finish off one more. Press and down. Okay, we've got that pull out with the extension of the leg. Only bring the leg down as far as you can without hurting that lower back. So just at 45 is no problem. So we pull, open, and reach that leg away. If your head is up, I want you to look between the thighs. Keep the chin tucked. Keep that core engaged. Wide, bending the elbows. Soft bend. Wide. Keep curling up if you're curling up, almost there. Wide. Wide. Last one. And down. Okay, opposite legs up. So my left leg's going to be up, arms above the shoulders. As we bridge up, we're going to bring the arms down, elbows going to tap the floor. Like you're doing a little chest press, actually. Up and down. Up and down. Stay with it. Bridging up, squeeze that glute down. Keep the head down. I know I just looked up. I was guilty of it. And down. Almost there. Up and down. Okay, keep on saying last one. And leg down. Rest. Okay. Is that right? Yeah, that was right. Grab a sip of water. One more round. One more round, then a little bit of tricep. Little bit of triceps. Triceps now. One more round, but a little bit of glutes to finish. A little bit of core and glutes to finish. Okay, so our first one, that hinge. So you're going to grab your, what are these called? Band. And place one hand onto the shoulder, and the other hand, we're doing a little, going to hinge over and do a tricep kick back with that band, staying in that hinge position. If the hinge position is too much, you're going to come down and just do the same thing in a more all fours position, okay? Then we're doing some bears with a little tricep reach. So we'll get, when we get there, I'll explain, but we're going to go from here to a bear. So grab your weight, grab your band, put one hand on the shoulder, hinge over. We're going to reach, so bend the elbow, squeeze it, and bring it back. And you want to keep, we're going to keep tension on that band the whole time. So I want you to avoid fully bending the elbow at when it wants to come back. It wants to come back here, but you're going to keep that tension. If you want more, you just take the hand that's on your shoulder slightly further away from your moving hand. So I'm doing my right hand, so I take my left hand away. You've got about 5 more seconds. Keep the core engaged in the hinge. 2, one more, squeeze, and lovely. We're going to come down into a bear, and you're going to have one hand on the floor, one hand palm face back. Let's hover the knees like we did in the warm-up. I'm just going to tap the hands back. So bands on the wrists actually, and tap. So think arm goes straight back, arm goes straight back. Core stays tight. Good. If this is too much, feel free to drop the knees. You can tap, tap, and then little knee hover. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Keep going. Tap. Tap. And down. Okay, we're going to just bring the hands behind the body. Pop the bands on. Coming onto our bums. Stretch that band. We're going to just tricep dip. Nice and easy. Dip and up. The band is just adding a bit of tension, extra tension as we dip. Dipping. Think of bending the elbows rather than bumping the bum down, if that makes sense. 15 more seconds. Dip. 10 more. Keep going. Good. Almost there. And down. Ooh. So we're gonna now, we're just gonna hold our hips up and we're gonna pulse the glutes. So we're gonna do your right leg up. We're gonna go down and press. Pulse. 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 So I'm just readjusting my arms. Pulse. Oh my goodness, this is killer. Just gonna go into my fists. Just ease off the wrists. Pulse. This is too much, you can do both legs down. Almost there, 5 more seconds. And down. Okay, back to move number 1. So move that, gonna hinge And we're going to do that little extension on the other side. So hinging over, bend and stretch. Just going to move the timer so I can see. Bend, stretch. This tricep situation is quite spicy after that shoulder jobby. Keep the core drawing in, so I'm just keep readjusting to make sure my hinge is nice and supportive. 10 more seconds. Pull, bend, pull. 5 more. Pull. 3, 2, and woo. Okay, we got that there. So bring the band to your wrists. Let's do hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So alternatively, you can tap straight back, hover. You can go straight back, hover. Or we're coming up, you're in your bear, tapping away, wondering why I am chatting. Tapping back, 15 seconds, straight back with the arm. Straight back. 10 more. 5 more. 3, 2, one more tap, one more. Woo, okay. Just bring the hands behind the back. If it's too much on your wrists, you can do some more of those tricep extensions that we did at the beginning, no problem. So we're dipping. So dip down and up. So this is option 1 on the bum. Bring the elbows down, push them up. Elbows down, push them up. If you want a little extra, hover the bum, bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Bend, stretch. Stay with it. 10 more seconds. Bend, stretch. Almost there. 3 more seconds, that is. Rest. Ooh, release the tension on the band. We got 1 more round. I had my right foot up, so I'm going to put my left foot up this time on that little pulse. So just going to go down and up. I think that's right. Or was it this side? No, I think I was right the first time. Down and up. I'm just going to move the timer. 20 seconds. Please keep going. Please keep going. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm here with you. Down and press. Down and press. Down and press. If the band's too much, get rid of it. We've got 10 seconds left. 5 more. 5 more. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1 more press. And lose the band. Rest. Oh my goodness. Bands get so spicy. I mean, like, this is why I said the lighter band is enough. So we're going to do 1 more round. And just 2 moves, twice 3. That's it. So we're going to pop the band on the ankles this time, because we're going to do some leg lifts. So we're going to be on our forearms, wrists get a nice break. We're going to be on our forearms. We're going to just go, think nice strong body, keeping it nice and straight. Right arms back, and it's going to lift and lower straight. And then we're going to rotate it and lift and lower it to the side, and then we're just going to go straight to the other side. So let's get onto our forearms. Left knee's down, core's nice and engaged. 2, 1, flex the right foot, and you're going to lift from the glute up and squeeze and tap. So here you're thinking of just that leg moving, keeping the core tight, keeping that foot flexed and pointed down. Little bit more for the glutes. We're not going to rest in between. We're going to go straight through the ding. We're going to work 50 seconds, 50 seconds. I've just decided that's happening. If you need that break, when it dings, take the 10 seconds. Otherwise, we're going to hold it up and pulse it at the top. Lost my band. Pulse it at the top. You're going to keep that foot flexed. Lift from the glute, 2, 1, pop it down. Rotate it out to the side. You're going to lift and lower, and your foot sort of slightly pointed at a diagonal this time. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep that core tight. Don't let your lower back sink. That leg that's on the floor also, you might be like, why is this one burning? Because it's supporting you nice and strong. Lift, lower, keep that turn out of the foot. Keep the foot nice and flexed. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, hold high. We're going to pulse there for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, keep pulsing, 4, 3, 2, and switch over. Straighten the left leg out and lift and lower. So I'm going to reset the timer just so we've got the full time on this side as well. Lifting, lowering. Keep that foot flexed and pointed down. Try not to arch through the back. It's really tempting to like want to lift my leg really high, but then we end up doing like a little sort of wormy dance with the body. We want to keep that leg in line with the hip, keep the core tight and the upper body nice and active. Don't let the head drop. Keep the back of the neck up. 5 more seconds. 2, we're going to hold at the top and pulsing there. 8, 7, 6, keep pulsing. 5, 3, 2, 1, and let's turn it out. Flex the foot. Again, lift, lower, lift, lower. We're now focusing a little more on that outer glute. It's really important for stabilizing. It's one that disappears quite quickly if you don't use it, and it's so important. Like side glutes, especially if maybe you're postnatal or you run a lot or do something like cycling, something unilateral where you use one leg at a time. 3 more seconds here, and we've got that pulse. Let's hold, pulse, last 10 seconds, pulse, pulse. 7, core's tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and woo! Rest. Oh my gosh, let's go into a child's pose. Resting back for a second, breathing there. That was awesome. We're just going to come on to all fours. Keep the hip nice and high. I'm just going to walk the hands forward. So you're going to stretch into the chest and the arms, reaching them forward. Walk the hands to the right. So you get a nice stretch down the left. Breathe there. It's amazing how sweaty one gets doing like banded stuff or just like strength training. It's quite nice. And switch sides. Taking a few breaths, coming back up. We're just gonna come up to a seated position and bring one leg over, so it can be in a cross leg position. I'm gonna bring one foot over the other, so we're gonna stretch that glute up, hug that leg into the chest. Oh, it should feel nice. Nice stretch here. You can turn towards the bent knee and a little counter stretch for that spine. Oh, that feels amazing. That feels so good. And switch sides. Take that foot around. I'm going to hug it in, looking around, little stretch. Gaze at my beautiful plant. She's thriving at the moment. Repotted her and she's completely thriving. Okay, release that there. Let's come to a nice seated position, whatever feels comfortable. We're going to take one arm across the body to stretch out that shoulder. Then you bring the shoulder away from the ear, wrapping it around. And let's switch arms, bringing the other one across. Send the shoulder blade down. Bring that arm up overhead for a nice tricep stretch. You can give a nice lean to the side as well. And we'll do the other side. Oh, get those triceps, all that amazing tricep work. You saw the struggle. The struggle was real with that band. It adds such, it's like all of a sudden it's like adds so much more resistance, doesn't it? We're just gonna take the hands in front of the body and pull them away, looking down. You can do this standing as well as seating. Not really up for seating at the moment. Sitting, seating. And coming up, we're just gonna bring the hands behind and just stretch the chest forward. Looking up to the ceiling, coming back up, give your head a nice little roll to each side. And that there was your upper body, core and glute mini band workout. Absolutely smashed it.